The Shape of Time, the 6th episode of Season 3 of Foundation, is the best episode of the current run and is possibly one of the best episodes of the entire series. The conflict between the Empire and the Foundation also reaches a critical point as the Foundation timeline quickly approaches a key date. The reunion of Gaal Dornick and Lady Demerzel in The Shape of Time steals the show. The Shape of Time masterfully depicts Gaal, Lou Lobel, and Demerzel, Laura Byrne, as equally startled that the other is still alive after they reunite for the first time in ages. It's frightening to see Byrne portray her character as an angry robot, a way she rarely does. There are many intriguing times in their exchanges, and it is masterfully done to reveal how important Demerzel was to the early phases of psychohistory. Lobel is the ideal scene partner for Byrne because of her faultless portrayal of a person who is doing her best not to show fear while being held captive. After a particularly tense moment between the two protagonists, Demerzel's choice to let Gaal live is a true relief. By the time The Shape of Time closes, the audience has a far greater knowledge of them both than they had previously, and the dynamic has an intriguing future ahead of it. Brother Day, played by Lee Pace, was virtually non-existent in the episode that comes before The Shape of Time, but he makes a reappearance in episode 6. After searching for Song, full name Songbird 17, a song by Yu the Wang Loising, Day's story appears to be set to approach its happy ending phase. Then Foundation subverts expectations, as it usually does. It's unknown what Day will do when Song and her unexpected lifemate forcefully and forcibly reject her. Returning to his old life will be extremely difficult, if not impossible, because he burned innumerable bridges to get to Mycogen. Additionally, remaining in Mycogen won't be as alluring as it was after his unsuccessful attempt to restore Song's memories. Thus, Day's self-imposed exile puts Dusk, Terrence Mann, in danger of facing Ascension alone after Dawn. Cassian Bilton appears to have died at the end of the previous episode. It's exciting to consider the narrative possibilities this creates for the genetic dynasty of Day and Foundation as a whole. Despite making occasional appearances throughout Foundation Season 3, Brandon P. Tabell's Captain Han Pritchard has yet to really establish himself as the character. The show still struggles to find a suitable role for him in the plot, even after it was revealed that he was a mentalic, Gaal Dornick's love interest, and one of the most disobedient members of the Second Foundation. Bell's character in The Shape of Time wastes his potential by spending the entire episode confined to a jail cell. Nevertheless, it seems to me that the Foundation is waiting in this regard. Captain Pritchard escaped the mayhem in the vault after being refused the opportunity to see Seldon, played by Jared Harris, alongside the others. The episode builds to the return of the vault's holographic version of Hari Seldon, who had been missing for a short time in both of its iterations, played by Jared Harris. The way Seldon's appearance is presented in the episode as the answer to the Mule's Pilu Espake, Reign of Terror is excellent. Seldon's reappearance does appear to be the solution when combined with the Visisonar and Magnifico Giganticus, Tomas Lamarquis, but all hope is dashed when he asks the unsettling question, "What is the Mule?" in response to a question on how to deal with the villain. Seldon is still greatly revered, even if his followers no longer regard him as the main character in a religion based on psychohistory. His incapacity to assist indicates that he is lacking important details, but it also makes it possible that the human Hari will return in the near future for Foundation.